welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. I love to crochet, knit, sew, cross stitch, all the things. This video, it is just crochet. I have been working on several things. I have several finished things. Only one that was a whip in the previous video. So the Hexie cardigan is on hold. I have not crocheted on it since you've seen it. I ran out of the black yarn, and I've just not been back to Hobby Lobby to get more yarn. So in the meantime, I have been making beanies and a few other things. I did finish the other mouse. If you've seen my last video, I finished a little gray mouse that I'm over the moon about. And my daughter wanted me to make a white one, so I did. It did not turn out as cute as the gray mouse, but still cute. And I will have the pattern linked below. So I finished him, and then, like I said, I've been working on beanies. My idea was that I was going to make beanies for my daughter's class for their little Christmas gifts for the Christmas party. So I started making them and then decided to ask her teacher how many are in their class. Turns out that there are 52. Not in her class itself, but in their grade as a whole. Because when they do their Christmas parties and things like that, they just do it, they take both classes and have one big party. So yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna get 52 beanies done. I've only made 8 so far, and it is November 26th. So yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna get that many done. If that was all I crocheted on, I'm pretty sure that I could, but realistically, there's gonna be days that I'm not gonna crochet at all, and there's gonna be days that I don't want to work on beanies. So I know, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be done by Christmas, and if not, that's fine. I will give them, hopefully, to them after they come back from Christmas break, so they can get some use out of them before the spring. So 2 of these are Bago Day patterns that I will link. The first one is the Falling Through beanie. All of these yarns are scrap yarns, so I don't know. This is Hobby Lobby gray. I'm not sure which gray, it's just a light gray. The other one, this one I do know, this is her Bon Bon beanie tutorial. It is in the color Plum, and it was using a skein of Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the colorway Plum. Let me see if I can. And I tried this on my daughter, and it fit her pretty good, but that's where it's creased from how I had it folded. So I did get that one finished. It's got a crease in it from where I had it folded. And this is the other one. I don't know, I'm afraid they might be too big for but I don't know. 9-year-olds kind of have big heads too, so they fit my daughter, so I did those. And then the next 2, I do know they are paid patterns on Etsy by the Sea Star Crochet. I don't know the names, but they will be linked below. This one is using Red Heart Super Saver Cherry Red. I really like how that one turned out. It's really pretty. But it did turn out smaller. So, I don't know. And then this one, I don't know this yarn. I just know it's Hobby Lobby yarn. This I do know is the pink and the green are the neons that I used in my Hexie cardigan, because I had some of that yarn left. The next two are, I don't have a pattern for them, but if you can do a basic double crochet top down beanie, all you do is, instead of going through both loops when you double crochet, alternate front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop, and then on the next row, you'll do the opposite. So if this stitch is a front loop, then the stitch below it, you'll do a back loop, back. So you're just alternating. And then I did a single crochet back loop only brim. So I made 2 of those. This is Red Heart Super Saver Blue or Royal Blue, one of the two, I'm not sure. That's what it looks like up close. I really like doing these. I don't know, they're simple and easy. And they're probably my favorite to make. These kind of turn out a little bit smaller than the Bag O' Day ones, but they'll fit better on a kid. And then using the same idea, the front loop, back loop only, I made 2 in the neon, I love this yarn, neons in the pink color. The only thing different I did with these is I did the front loop, or the front post double crochet, and then a row of single crochet at the bottom of the brim. So I made those 8. And like I said, I'm going to keep working on them, but yeah, I don't see me having 52 done by their Christmas party. Okay, the next thing that I have been working on, or that I worked on, I wanted to make something Christmas related, but I didn't want to follow a pattern or anything. So I just made some little coasters. I made 6 using, where's that? Crafter's Secret Cotton in the color Holly Jolly. And with one little skein of that, I managed to get 6 little coasters, and they're just double crochet until I got the size that I wanted, and then I did a single crochet edging. And I had these tags that I got at Hobby Lobby years ago that I just kind of attached to one of them, because I had thought about gifting them to somebody, but I don't really know anybody that I feel like would appreciate them or use them. So I may just keep them for myself, or put them on my Etsy shop or something. I'm not sure. I don't really sell a lot of physical stuff on my Etsy shop. I used to, but okay. Also using some Crafter's Secret yarn and Peppermint Twist. With one skein of that, I managed to get one little coaster, and then, well, at first I made the pot holder, and then with what was left, I got one of those. So this is the same pot holder pattern that I used in my previous video. Super simple, and I enjoy this pattern. It is a YouTube tutorial that I will link below. And that's it. That's everything that I have been working on. Whips for what I'm planning to work on other than hats. I do want to finish the Hexie cardigan, and I want to make a granny square blanket. So I went through my yarn cabinet to figure out what I wanted to use to make a granny square blanket with. I didn't really have any color theme in mind. I just knew I wanted it to be kind of like a vintagey. Like, I didn't want a lot of bright colors. I didn't want just a select, like, I didn't want it in variations of like pink or just blues or grays. Like, I wanted it to kind of have that vintage, the rusticy colors kind of. Not all of them, but I wanted it to have that kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So, I went through, and most of these I do not have the ball bands for. I do know all the colors of these. And I may not use all of these colors, and I'm probably going to add others in. So what I thought about doing is maybe doing a daily shorts video, because I know I have seen several people making like scrap blankets or anything, and you see it and you're like, oh, I want to make one just like that in those colors. And most people don't know the colors because either one, it's just a really scrappy blanket, or they don't have the ball bands for them. So that's why I decided to maybe just do shorts until it's finished. That way, if anybody if it does turn out pretty, and someone's like, "Ooh, I want to make a blanket in those colors," you know, I don't have to go back and try to remember them. I can just say, go watch the shorts. They're all in there. So, I may do that after I finish this. I may just start it with going over the colors that I plan to do. I'm not sure. So look forward to that, because I will probably start that this evening or tomorrow on the granny squares, and then showing you as I finish each one and name the colors in each granny square, so that way it would be easier to replicate if you wanted to make one. So like I said, all of these are half-used skeins of yarn. They're all Hobby Lobby yarn, I Love This Yarn, or Red Heart Super Saver. So all the ones I'm going to show first are I Love This Yarn. This one is Antique, Buttercup, Tropical Pink, Antique Teal, Light Sage, Burnt Pumpkin. I think that's the name of this one, is Burnt Pumpkin. This one is Medium Blue and Sea Blue. This one is Light Peach, Ocean. I love this color. Stick these back in here. And then these next four are Red Heart Super Saver. This one is blue. It may be royal blue. I can't remember. I just know it's a Red Heart blue. And then cherry red, buff, and saffron. So, and I got a piece of paper, a little index card, and did the little things so that way it would be easier for me to keep up with them. So that way I wouldn't have to keep either trying to remember, or it was just easier for me to write them down. Now, like I said, I may not use all these colors, and I may add to it. I'm not sure. I'm going to use a 5.25 millimeter boy hook. That's just what I like. Is I learned to crochet with boy hooks. Yeah, that's just what I like. I don't like I've tried the ones with the thicker handles, or the Susan Bates, and I just don't know. I just like the boy hooks. So that's what I use for crocheting. And I got this cute little box from Dollar General. I think it was like $4. Yeah, $4. So that's what I'm keeping them all in for now. Okay, so that is everything that I finished and my future projects that I plan to work on. So yeah, if you want to see the progress on the granny squares, then just, I'm going to attempt it. I can't promise I'll make one every day because I may not finish a granny square every day. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about doing that. I've never, well, I've made like shorts, but not, I think I've made one. Anyway, so that's everything, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.